Hello and welcome to a new Timeless video. Today we're playing a deck with an awesome new card from Eldritch, which is called Loot, the Pathfinder. This card has three amazing abilities, which is essentially Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, and Lightning Bolt. And I really wanted to explore this kind of shell because it works super well with this card called Agatha Cauldron. So the main thing you'll see in this deck is that it has the core of a kind of classic frog shell. You have the Psychic Frog, the Deathrite Shaman, the Brainstorms, the Pushes, and also the Drains for the combo decks. But then you have this amazing little synergy where if you exile Loot, the Pathfinder, with Agatha Cauldron, all your creatures get this kind of insanely good abilities. You know, these are some of the most powerful abilities in the whole of Magic, especially Black Lotus and Ancestral Recall. So the way that you do it usually is, you know, you can put a counter into a creature and then do this, which is fine, it's powerful, but we've made the deck so that almost all of our creatures can get counters by themselves. So the main creature that you use for this is Frog, which Frog is already one of the best creatures in the I think in the whole of Magic, but it has this kind of ability, very sneaky ability and very good, which is discard a card, put a +1/+1 counter. So when you do this, immediately you can Bolt, Ancestral, or Black Lotus if it doesn't have Summoning Sickness. So this is great. The other amazing card in this deck is Bowmasters. Bowmasters already a staple in the Timeless meta against all the card draw and little dudes, but the Orc army also gets these three abilities. So it is pretty insane that, you know, you cast Bowmasters and then you also have Frog and then you imprint this loot into Agatha, and then you have like 3 or 4 creatures which can all draw 3 cards, and you can draw like 10 cards or bolt. You know, sometimes you bolt 12 to the face. It's just insane. Or, you know, just ramp. You can do whatever. It's just so powerful. So we also have 4 reanimates because I was surprised at how good reanimate is with loot. I may go to like magic hell for this, but I think reanimating loot is close to reanimating Atraxa in terms of how powerful it is. I think Atraxa is more powerful in many shells, but the fact that you can reanimate attack for 4 or more in some cases, because you'll see there's a little synergy, and then immediately draw 3 cards or kill a creature or Black Lotus is super good. Atraxa usually draws you like between 4 and 5 cards. This draws you, you know, 3 cards, but it has much more flexibility and it costs less life, which is quite relevant. So in this deck, it's obviously much better. That's the whole point. But I think overall, in reanimated loot, you'll see this in the future. I think it's very powerful. There's also the fact that loot is quite easily hard castable in this deck because you have mana drain and usually counter a 2 mana spell, and then you cast this for green, red, blue, and then you know, attack and do your ability. Some games also go really long against other, you know, frog decks. It's quite common to have 5 lands, especially with Rumble and Deathrite, which ramp you. So very hard castable. The last piece of the puzzle is Deathrite Shaman, because this is, besides being a very good card in the meta due to its exiling abilities, gaining life, and ramping, you can imprint this to your creatures and actually get an army of Deathrites, which can do, you know, drain your opponent or gain life like 3 or 4 times if you have enough tokens. Because, oh, this is especially good in deck because, you know, you can put counters into your Eldrazi spawn, so it becomes a 0/1 spawn that draws 3 cards or bolts your opponent. So pretty awesome. I think the last kind of piece of the puzzle in the deck is a Demonic Tutor. I think it's worth the Tempolos and 2 Traverse the Overworld. This is one of the, you know, I haven't used this card in a while, but I think it makes a lot of sense in this deck because sometimes you're just missing your loot to be able to discard it to Agatha and imprint it. Sometimes you're just missing the actual frog to be able to discard the loot. And sometimes you just, you know, get a Bowmasters because you really need to kill that Ocelot Pride. So I think it's good too, is pretty good in this deck. There's a final thing I wanted to mention, and this is like a hidden mode in this deck which can almost like one-shot kill. It's not that common, but you have to take it into account, and it's a very sneaky kill. It's like a secret mode. So the thing is, you usually imprint loot into your creatures and that's it, and you'll win with this. But some games you can actually imprint frog, and then all your creatures get this ability where you can discard a card and get counters and get flying. So the thing is, if you imprint frog and you put a counter into loot, you can actually discard cards with a loot. So you attack, you for example Ancestral Recall after you have attacked because this has vigilance, you draw 3 cards, you discard for example, I don't know, 5 or 6 cards because you have that many cards. Then this becomes a double striking like 6-9, 6-8 or 7-9, and then you can also make it fly, and then you just kill your opponent by hitting for like 16. So you have to take, it's not that common, but you have to take it into account when you reanimate a loot, that you can actually instantly kill them with if you have an imprinted frog. So very cool deck. You'll see the games were pretty awesome in my opinion. Lots of little fun interactions, and overall it also felt quite cohesive and competitive. But overall it was just a blast to draw so many cards and Black Lotus and Bolt all the time with a lot of creatures. So I hope you enjoyed the matches and the deck, and see you on the next one. Keeping this hand, pretty standard kind of Esper Frog hand, but we have some good stuff coming. Playing against a Lures deck, so maybe still Mardu, we'll see. Alright, so let's play our Death right here. I think it's a pretty decent hand against Mardu because we have Bowmasters and Reanimate. Yeah, let's just get... Have to be a little bit careful with the mana with this deck, because since it's like 4 color, it's just a very light splash for red, but it's still important to be able to produce some red for the loot. Ooh. Maybe it's Zoo? Yeah, this seems like Zoo probably. Yeah. Okay, Johnny, not what I was hoping for, because I cannot really kill this right now. I think I can Zoo. I'll actually fetch a basic. And then probably a green source with this, because we also have the death, right? Yeah. And let's actually play... I think I'll fetch an island, because I do have mana drain. Let's play a frog, and also our other death right here. Another death right. Whoop. And let's see if he can answer frog, but we do have another frog and even a reanimate. I'm obviously a bit afraid of a Janice with such a beating, but the good thing is if he doesn't kill the frog, I may be able to kill the cat, and if he flips, I'll just kill it with the frog. So we can force him with that decision. I think he has, yeah, it's actually Zoo, so that's kind of interesting. I could discard 3 cards. No, sorry. Oh, he made a mistake here. Well, not really, because he can fetch in response to my discarding, right? Because this is just 4 damage. I think it's fine. Let's just, I have another frog. I have reanimate. Like, there's no need to really. But it was actually Zoo. Alright, no blocks yet. Ooh, another Bowmasters. Okay, I think now I'll actually... I may double Ajani. Sorry, double Bowmasters, the Ajani. I think I may double Bowmaster. I may reanimate the frog and double Bowmasters. I think I'll do that. At least I'll have the... It will be a little bit painful, because I have to fetch an untapped land, but we also have the death, right? So I think if he fetches, like, I don't want to do it unless he fetches, because he may kill his cat in response. But I think it's worth it. Double Bowmasters, kill the Ajani. Yeah, alright, let's do this. So, well, let's make sure we have... Do we have... Yeah, we do. Well, obviously we do, because the opponent fetched. So, yeah. Let's do this. Bowmasters. Do this. Bowmasters. What? What the hell was that? Alright. So there's Ajani. Goodbye, Ajani. We're very very low, which scares me against the Travel Flames deck, but we should be able to start gaining some life with the Deathrite Shamans here. At least to a turn. But I think I have to prioritize gaining life here. Otherwise, it becomes a little bit scary. Well, not just very scary. Okay. So notably, he cannot... I don't think they play actually like draw, card draw, but in any case. Cannot brainstorm or cruise or anything. Let's see here. They have the Cabo, which is their best threat for sure. Ooh. Soul Cauldron is very interesting actually. Because I can transform all these dudes into into nothing at the moment, but it's kind of an interesting spot here because I cannot really attack with a frog. I don't really want to discard and exile everything to just be able to attack. I think I'll just play another frog and try to gain some life. Just take it a little bit slower here. Obviously gonna champ with the... They don't have trample, right? No. Gonna champ. Oh, they cannot use the draw a card actually, unless they want to trigger Bowmaster. So there's the card draw. Interesting. We haven't like drawn any for like if we draw loot, obviously this is over because we can start transforming our stuff into Ancestral Recalls and Black Lotuses. So come on, loot, or just even Traverse. Yeah, another Ajani is quite annoying too. They actually... Oh, that is a huge mistake. I don't think he realized that. That's a huge... Unless he kills the cat in response. That is a huge mistake. Yeah. And now I'll actually... Yeah, sorry, mate. I think I'll just do this. And I think I'll actually do this just so I can have something to... Bam, bam, yeah. Okay, I'll do this. Just triple block. Just so I have something to Cauldron here. Let's exile, but yeah. I think that was a pretty big mistake. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good quadruple. Even if he kills this... yeah. So now we can Cauldron. But yeah, Loot is still the best draw. I would love to draw it because then I can also showcase the power of Cauldron. But so Loot, Traverse, Demonic Tutor, all these are great because I can immediately discard it. Nishova, this has Trample, so it's a little bit scarier. Okay, that's Loot. Thank you. Thank you, MTG. Alright, so fortunately I don't have the Orc army, so I cannot oh, but wait, yeah, I can do something really cool here. So let's yeah, let's Cauldron. Let's sorry. First discard this. So now this has a counter already, and this is very important because you don't really need to put the counter on this. So let's draw 3 cards. That's pretty cool, huh? Okay. Let's... yeah, this is so good. I love this deck. Let's attack with this, see if he blocks. Yeah, so attack with this. Doesn't block. Draw a card. Ooh, mana drain. So I can actually... that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's think. This I can discard a card, and this is a Black Lotus. I can also discard a card and bolt this. I can do so much stuff here. So yeah, let's just... yeah, let's play this. Keep our options open. Amped Raptor. It's fine. Death, right? Okay. Okay. So I will block this, discard a card, another loot. I think we could hardcast it. Alright, yeah, I think I may actually hardcast it. Let's add a a red mana. Let's kill this. Man, this is so cool. Let's kill the other thing. Man, Frog is so good with the Cauldron, just getting the counters by itself. I think next turn I may be able to kill him. We'll see, because... okay, so now I'll get more red here. Okay, so this can Bolt and Black Lotus. Alright, so... alright, I can do this, Reanimate's a bit scary, but... man, so many decisions. Alright, so... let's kill this. Let's I think draw 3 cards here. Yeah, let's draw 3 cards. Okay, double push is good too. Oh, I know what I can do here. Let's put a counter here. Let's add 3 black mana. Come on, how cool is this? Like, how cool is this? Push. I think discard this. Reanimate. Attack, attack. Let's I think let's draw 3 cards so we can discard them. Let's discard. I don't know if this is lethal. I don't know. I maybe got a little bit carried away here, but thought it was so cool that I had to do it. Let's discard. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's like X-axis, right? Unless he has something. Whoo! That was a nice game. Okay. Alright, so pretty decent hand. I may tutor for a loot so I can reanimate it, but let's see here. Cauldron would also be a good draw. Oh my god, we actually... Okay, that's absolutely bananas. Bananas. Because now I can reanimate it, I can tutor a Soul Cauldron, I can do so much stuff. Against the combo deck, it's very likely that... What the fuck, dude? If you kill me turn 1, I'm gonna be angry, dude. Okay. So I can do this fancy thing where I'll loot and then keep up mana. Sorry, keep up 1 mana because I can actually Lotus and mana drain in case if necessary. Otherwise, I'll just Ancestral Recall. Man, loot is so good. It's such a good card. Like genuinely, I think it's very good. Like I don't think it's as good as Atraxa in like dedicated reanimator decks, but in decks like this, obviously with Cauldron, I think it's better. Obviously because you can also hardcast it quite easily with mana drain and stuff. It's pretty common. And given how this game has gone, I may just tutor a mana drain. Let's see here. Wizards Rockets. Holy shit. Okay. I think I don't... Okay, he's gonna Beseech. But I do have the Lotus Drain. You didn't expect that, huh? Yeah. You didn't expect this, I'm sure. That's funny. Okay, so let's get a... Well, I have to get a tomb here. Whoop. Black Lotus. Beating your turn 2 kill. Get wrecked. Thank you. That was pretty cool. Alright. So yeah, I think the plan is to... I think tutor and keep up drain. Yeah, and just, you know, tempo him out with the loot. Yeah. We can maybe tutor a Bowmasters next turn. And again, if he doesn't do anything, I can... Oh, he's actually... Well, he's dead next turn. Yeah, he's dead, because I can fetch a this. I may actually use all the modes if I can Ancestral here. I can fetch a Steam Vents and just bolt him. So turn 1... You know what, I'll let it resolve. But if he got rituals, I'll actually counter that ritual because he may have the Veil of Summer, and that would be very, very bad. He also have some kind of removal for this, but he's at 3. Okay, so kind of anticlimactic, but instead of draining, I'm just gonna bolt you. It's not as powerful as Recall, but it is pretty good. GG. Alright. Pretty nice hand. Really looking forward to looking for an Agatha, although we do have reanimate loot, so that's good too. Start with... Okay, there's an... oh, we can actually reanimate next turn. Pretty lucky, honestly. Yeah, I think I'll actually... Yeah, I'll just reanimate and potentially just kill... Well, I can just... Yeah. Like, this is very good, because it has Vigilance. I could also Black Lotus and Frog. No, I cannot Frog, because it's... like the same one. That's fine. Let's see here. I don't need to do anything. I'll definitely block. And I will bolt the Swift Spear if he does something. Shearing Blood. Sorry, mate. But I have a better plan here. Man, loot is so good. Get wrecked. We're a bit low on health, for sure. But let's attack. Let's... I think Ancestral Recall here. Let me think. Could play Frog. Let's Ancestral here. Okay, I don't like that I didn't draw any kind of lands, but I do like that I did draw a push, so that's fine. Reanimate is a real cost against Burn, like it costed like 5 mana, sorry, 5 life, so you have to be very careful, but I think, you know, the how do you say, the reward is well worth it. Definitely going to Brainstorm to save up some mana. He may bolt, but I do have Drain, so I think, yeah, that's fine. And I won't draw the other loot. Okay. So the plan now is to kill him next turn, which should be really easy. Because I'll be at 1 if he bolts, but I don't have Drain up, and he dies next turn, so... Unless he has, like, triple bolt, which, you know, could happen, but... Okay, now with... I have double Drain? Because I can Lotus. So I think with this draw, I just attack with this. Discard everything, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can also ball him in case he... Yeah, GG. I did have mana double drain, so it was very unlikely that he could win. Pretty good hand. Let us skip. Seems like a classic frog hand. But it is not. So this turn I will just get a surveillant and play a frog, unless he plays, you know, something worth killing. But this seems like a Orzhov Belcher, honestly. The way, I don't know, some vibe makes me think that. Hopefully not. There's not really anything worth protecting. If I had a mana drain, I would brainstorm, but whatever. Takes the frog. Okay. That's fine. Hedge Maze. Another Bowmaster's not really necessary. Okay. Drain is obviously an incredible draw, because he may think we have untapped for the Bowmasters, and it is true, but we also have a mana drain. Mana drain. Troll of Khazad-dûm. Huh. I want to reanimate that. If you reanimate, I think I have to mana drain. Ketramos. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'll counter. That's a cool one. Cannot be pushed. Okay, so let's brainstorm. Put back some pushes, I think. Yeah, at this point. Yeah, this extra mana is gonna be very helpful here. Let's get a... I think a tomb here. Let's ready to rumble. Let's get a... Yeah, let's get a fetch land. And I think let's get, I don't know, yeah, let's get the mana going here. He knows we have it, so alright. Not bad, but Ketramo's pretty scary. Oh, I guess this is the black white mid-range deck. Okay, so he may have Phelia. Okay, so I shouldn't have taken out the pushes, because I thought he only had like Troll and Ketramos, but he obviously has probably Phelia. Also, he may have Bowmasters. Okay, so... I could fetch a loot, honestly. Could fetch a loot. Could also fetch a... I think loot is... They have plow and stuff. Let's get a frog here. But man, frog is frog is a bit annoying, because they have a lot of usually, like, you know, solitude and stuff. So I think they have the Phelia. I want to attack into a Phelia. Yeah, there's Phelia. He has push. Okay. So I think I'll take the chance to to brainstorm here. think it's a bit too scary otherwise. Okay, there's another loot. Alright. So next turn we can potentially loot and Ancestral Eagle. Skyclave, okay. I do like that because, well, I don't really like it, but you know, what can I do? Problem is he's gonna kill my... Wait, that doesn't work, right? I don't understand this. Oh no, because it's... No, yeah. Why? What the hell? Do you understand what you are doing? He has to kill this now. Okay, I'm ready. That's fine. I don't mind at all. Alright, so this come back. Hopefully it doesn't kill my... Oh, he cannot kill my... It cannot be a token. Okay, so now we can loot and then recall. And it cannot be even skyclaved. So I'm getting a little bit low on... We cannot bolt because we don't have enough red mana. I'm getting low on life. Low on life. Sounds like a band. Alright, let's attack and... Okay, he's definitely gonna Ancestral main phase here. Well, it's a bit close actually, because this is a blocker, but you know, the danger of Bowmaster is just way too big here. Ooh, and there's Cauldron too, okay. He cannot do this with the loot. I think he was like expecting, but nope. Loot, 5 mana. Actually an advantage here. So this Cauldron. The thing is, most of his effects are exiling. So I won't jump. So if he kills it, it won't be like kill. Okay, now it's great. Frog was one of the best draws here. I can actually kill him if he doesn't block, so good stuff, good stuff. I attack with both. Ah, that's fine. Yeah, I kill him with this. Very cool, very cool. Good game. So, overall, this deck was freaking awesome, in my opinion. I think it kind of overperformed. I think the main reason is that the core of the deck, as I've said a few times already, is a very powerful core. You know, it's not dissimilar to Esper Frog. You know, you obviously have a lot of differences with Rumble and, you know, this kind of synergy, but Frog, Deathrite, Mana Drain, Brainstorm, Push, it is an excellent place to start a Timeless deck. It's very, very powerful cards. I think the rest of the cards were, you know, honestly, I didn't think any of the cards were bad. I love all the configurations. I think Reanimates were great with loot. Agatha Soul Color, it's just so insane when you get to do this. Loot itself was amazing. It was really, you know, I was at the beginning a bit hesitant because, you know, it's a 5 mana card and it's untested, but I think it proved its worth. I think it's an excellent card in this kind of shell. And yeah, the rest of the deck was kind of standard. The drains were great. I think I already said Reanimate. So overall, I think it is a powerful deck. It is a competitive deck. So if you want to have a good time, And also there are a lot of decision trees in this deck. There are lots of little things that you can really do to kind of win out of nowhere, honestly, or even find an answer, because the fact that you can get Black Lotus from your creatures opens up a lot of possibilities, as well as Ancestral Recall. So I think I'll give this deck, because I'm very proud of it, I think I'll give this deck a rare like 9.75, because I love this so much. And so I hope you loved it too, and see you on the next one.